Okay, so today we're taking a deep dive into something that's, well, it's so fundamental you probably don't even think about its history much. Printing.
Exactly. Just putting ink on paper. Seems simple.
But its journey, it's incredible. It basically reshaped, well, everything. Civilization, knowledge, culture.
Couldn't agree more.
And for this deep dive, we're leaning on a really interesting university lecture as our main source. It packs centuries of innovation into some uh, really key insights. Our mission really is to trace how printing evolved, from those super early ideas right up to the digital stuff we have now.
And to really get why it mattered so much, the impact.
Yeah, exactly. Because it might seem straightforward, but it's a story full of twists, ingenuity, revolution, honestly. It changed how we learn, how we connect. So let's unpack it.
Sounds good. Where do we start?
Well, here's the first question for you listening. Where do you think printing actually began? Your first guess might be, I don't know, Europe somewhere.
That's the common assumption, yeah.
But our source points us somewhere else entirely. The actual birthplace, China. Way, way back, around 200 AD.
That early. Wow.
Yeah. And the first technique they came up with was woodblock printing.
Ah, the classic wood blocks.
Right. So imagine before this, every single copy had to be handwritten. Painstakingly slow.
Unbelievably slow. And prone to errors.
Totally. Then comes woodblock printing. Artisans literally carved an entire page, text, pictures, everything backwards onto a block of wood.
Right, carving away the negative space.
Exactly. Then they'd ink that raised surface and press paper onto it.
And what's amazing about that early method isn't just how clever it was, but its foundation. It's the bedrock.
How so?
Well, think about consistency. Before wood blocks, making two copies exactly the same was really difficult.
Right. Scribal errors and all that.
Precisely. Wood blocks meant you could reproduce many, many copies faithfully from one master block. It wasn't just faster, it allowed for standardization.
Standardization of what, though?
Crucial things. Religious texts, government forms, even early paper money in some cases. It gave authorities a way to spread identical information over huge areas. Control, but also dissemination.
Okay, that makes sense. A big step. But China didn't stop there, did they?
No, they kept innovating. Around the 11th century, we see the development of movable clay type.
Movable type. So individual characters you could rearrange.
That's the concept. A huge leap, conceptually. Instead of carving a whole new block for every page, you could, assemble a page from pre-made characters.
Brilliant idea. But it didn't quite take off there, did it? Not like later in Europe.
It didn't have the same widespread impact, no. And there are reasons for that, probably.
Like what?
Well, think about the Chinese writing system. Thousands upon thousands of distinct characters.
Ah, right. Not like our 26 letters.
Exactly. Imagine trying to create sort, store, and then set type using individual tiny clay pieces for thousands of characters. It could actually be more work sometimes than just carving a new wood block for common texts.
Okay, so the complexity of the language was a factor.
A significant one, yeah. It kind of sets the stage for why the next big development happened where it did.
And this is where, as you say, it gets really interesting. We shift focus.
Big time. To Europe.
Mid-15th century.
Germany.
And we meet Johannes Gutenberg.
The name everyone knows.
Right. And he wasn't just tinkering. He developed a whole mechanical, movable type system.
That's the key word. System. It wasn't just one thing.
Explain that. What made his approach so different?
Well, Gutenberg perfected several things at once. He created a durable metal alloy lead, tin, antimony for the type itself, much tougher than clay.
Okay, stronger letters.
Then a new kind of ink, oil-based. It stuck well to the metal type and transferred really cleanly to paper.
Unlike the old water-based inks.
Exactly. And crucially, the press itself. He adapted a screw press, like those used for wine or paper making, to apply strong, even pressure. Quickly and consistently.
So the type, the ink, the press, all optimized to work together.
Precisely. And that complete system is what slashed the cost and, importantly, the time needed to produce books dramatically.
And the proof is in the pudding, right?
Yeah.
His most famous work.
The Gutenberg Bible, finished around 1455. It's iconic. A beautiful piece of work, and it showed what his system could do.
So this wasn't just a small improvement. This was...
Oh, it was an inflection point, a genuine revolution. Gutenberg's press kicked off the printing revolution in Europe.
And the consequences were huge, right?
Immediate and far-reaching. Think about it. Books suddenly became much, much cheaper and more available.
So not just for monks and nobles anymore.
Not at all. Knowledge that was locked up in monasteries or rich people's libraries started to spread. Literacy rates surged because, well, there was more to read and it was more affordable.
People could read the Bible themselves, maybe.
Exactly. Or scientific tracts, political ideas, classical texts rediscovered during the Renaissance. Information started flowing like never before. It genuinely began to democratize knowledge.
Challenging the old power structures.
Absolutely. In the church, in government, in education, it fueled the Reformation, spread Renaissance ideas. It fundamentally changed how Europeans exchanged information and debated ideas. A real aha moment in history.
Okay, so that's the massive shift in the 15th century. But the evolution didn't stop there. Let's fast forward a bit.
Right, things kept speeding up.
To the 19th century. The Industrial Revolution is in full swing. What's the next big leap for printing?
Steam power. Steam-powered presses.
Okay, so applying industrial power to printing. What did that mean, practically?
Scale. Massive scale. It shifted printing from a craft workshop, even Gutenberg's efficient one, to a true industrial process. Manual labor was replaced by machines churning out copies.
And the biggest impact of that was?
Mass production of newspapers. Suddenly you could print tens of thousands of copies overnight.
So daily news for everyone.
Pretty much. Information about politics, business, social events. It could reach huge audiences daily, not just weekly or monthly, and far beyond a single town. It helped forge national identities, shaped public opinion in a completely new way. The world felt like it was shrinking.
Wow. Okay, steam power, newspapers. Then we move into the 20th century. What's next in line?
Offset printing starts becoming really popular.
Offset. I've heard the term, but what was the advantage there?
Quality and efficiency, especially for images in large runs. The key idea is that the inked image isn't transferred directly from the printing plate to the paper.
No. How does it work then?
It's offset, first transferred to a rubber blanket cylinder, and then from the rubber blanket to the paper.
Why the extra step?
That rubber blanket conforms better to the paper surface, even textured paper. It gives you sharper, cleaner images and text. Plus, the plates last longer because they aren't directly grinding against the paper. It became the standard for magazines, brochures, books, high-volume, high-quality stuff for much of the century.
Got it. Faster, better quality for mass production. And that leads us pretty much to now.
For the digital age, digital printing.
Which, according to the source material, has a defining characteristic.
Yes, the source highlights that it doesn't require plates at all.
No plates.
Yeah.
So how does the ink get on the paper?
It prints directly from a digital file like your computer talking to your desktop printer, but on a much more sophisticated industrial scale. Think laser, inkjet technologies adapted for commercial use.
And the benefit of skipping the plates.
Speed and flexibility, especially for shorter runs. Making plates takes time and money. Digital printing eliminates that setup. You can print just one copy or 10 or 1,000 different personalized documents almost instantly. It makes customized printing, print on demand, all of that economically viable.
Faster again and more adaptable.
Exactly. More acceleration, more accessibility.
So, okay, we've gone from carving wood to movable metal type, steam power, offset, and now direct digital printing. Quite a journey.
An incredible journey.
When you step back and look at this whole arc, what's the big takeaway? What does it all mean?
I think the source really nails it. The big takeaway is that this whole evolution of printing has played an absolutely pivotal role, truly transformative, in education, in communication, and just, well, cultural development worldwide.
It's more than just technology then.
Oh, much more. It's about how these tools fundamentally changed the fabric of society, how we learn, how we share ideas, how we debate, how communities form around shared information, how we even think about knowledge itself.
From controlling information to democratizing it to now, potentially overwhelming us with it.
Well, that's part of the story too, isn't it? It shaped everything, from the Reformation sparked by readily available text, to the rise of national consciousness through newspapers, to the scientific revolution needing shared data. It's all interwoven with how we print and share information. It's a macro impact story.
It really is amazing. You just don't think about the centuries of innovation behind the book you're reading or the webpage you're scrolling.
Absolutely, from wood blocks to digital streams.
So, reflecting on all this, any final thought to leave our listeners with?
Well, here's something to chew on, maybe. Printing's original revolution was profound because it enabled the mass distribution of knowledge, taking it from the few to the many, right?
Right. Democratization.
So think about today. Digital information isn't just massively distributed, it's practically instantaneous and ubiquitous. How does the sheer speed and pervasiveness of information now, How does that continue that original revolution? Or maybe, how does it diverge?
Hmm, good question. Does it enhance it or change its nature somehow?
And perhaps more importantly, what